everyone, my name is Rachel Biyogene.
I'm Zion Kenneth Adezaru.
On today's episode of Decisions, we're going to be looking at a very tricky story. So on today's episode, we're just going to run the story through for those of you that couldn't read it while it was showing. Yeah. So a prostitute goes to a woman for advice on whether to abort the baby or not. And then the woman, of course, gives a human advice. You should keep the baby. A few months after, when the baby was born, the prostitute dropped the baby in front of the woman's house and left a note there. Said, "You want a baby?
Yeah, you have it.
Here's a baby." And the woman, of course, took care of the baby, trained the baby boy, and now 40 years later, the baby has 4 children. That means she has 4 grandchildren from this baby. She has a beautiful life, and the woman shows up from nowhere, the biological mother, and wants to know her baby.
Yes.
I mean, from clap, this went that down, so don't know what she wants next and all of that. But the problem is, right now, the mother that took care of him has leukemia, and she's going to be dead in no time, very very soon. So she's wondering, what should she do? Should she let go, just die in silence, and whatever happens after her death, she's fine? I mean, she's not alive to see it. Or should she tell the son what's happening? That's what we're doing today, guys.
And because of how peculiar this is, we'll be going out to meet our deliberators in their offices, wherever they are. And we'll be going out on the street to hear what our people have to say about this. So go nowhere. Just stay with us. It's going to be fun.
And if you have something to say, of course, we know you have something to say. We'd like you to send it to our Facebook address or Instagram address, or send it through an email showing on your screen right now. We would like to hear what you have to say. Thank you very much. Come with us. This is going to be
wow. Take care. What's your name? Okay, I'm Zion. We are on decision. If you see a baby on the street, can you keep and abandon it?
Yes.
Okay, so what would you do?
I'll first of all take the child to the police to report the case. Then, if I love that child so much, without abandoning the child, I want to go ahead and take care of that child myself.
Okay, for yourself. Now, let's say sometime the child now gets the question. Would you want to tell the child about that?
Well, I believe the child would have grown to a certain age where he or she can make a decision on her own. So I would definitely want to tell the child the truth. And I know the truth is everything.
Hello, sir. What's your name, sir? What do you do, sir?
I'm a driver.
Okay, sir. Can you adopt a child?
No.
Why, sir?
Because I have my own people.
What if you had no child?
I will wait for contact.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello. What's your name, sir?
Somewhere
Okay. Now, you're okay. If you see a baby on the street abandoned, would you pick up the child?
Why not? I love babies. I will put them. I will put the baby.
Okay. Now, if you have all the legal process right from and you can adopt, can you adopt the child?
Yes.
Why?
Because all my life I love baby as a married baby. Anytime I see my sister married baby as an always children always welcome me.
Okay. Now, when this child does grow, or sometime in life, would you want to tell this child
I will tell the child based on, because maybe time will still come. Like to know everything, because some things will come up. We say that you really my daddy or all this kind of stuff. I will tell the baby the truth. Okay, I will tell you.
Good afternoon, ma. What's your name and what do you do?
Good afternoon.
So, can you adopt a child? If you adopt a child, will you tell the child that the child is adopted?
No, I will not give it to him.
Yes. Okay. So, if for example you're going to share properties and all of that, will you also go ahead and share some? Whether the child now finds you and wants the child back when the child is all grown up.
No, if I want to adopt a child, I will go to the library resources.
Okay, yes. And you do it legally?
Yes, I will do it legally.
So you will not pick up an abandoned baby?
course, she has a moral right because it's a child.
Okay.
Right? No woman will want to abandon the child just forever. Right? Though the scripture says, can a suckling mother forget the baby? Right? Yeah, it's possible, maybe when there's crisis. But time will come, you remember that he has a child. No mother will ever want to forget the child he gave birth to. He will go back and find. But besides that, if you look at the story, you can see that the woman kept this child under the custody of somebody.
Okay.
Right? So if you keep something under custody of somebody, it's expected that you should go back and see what is happening to the person you left with the other person. So it's necessary the woman has the moral right to go and see the child. In the case of this lady, she already told the person who is going to take care of this child that, look, I cannot manage the child.
Okay.
All right? Maybe because of the business she's doing. Right? So if she was able to come out to say, look, I cannot take care of this child, it means she cannot take care of the child. But as time goes on, I think, like I said, she still have the right to come back to look for the child. But I think from what you are trying to say, I look as if the woman have no right because she's irresponsible to have abandoned the child. Have no right to. We have the right to go and see the child, but you may not have the right to even take the child.
No, she doesn't.
Why?
Yes. The reason being that she was in distress.
Yes.
And as at the point of her distress, she needed help.
Yes.
Somebody to help her. And she willingly, first of all, remember she has discussed with the woman
Yes.
why she was pregnant.
Yes.
After that, she now gave birth. And all of a sudden, dumped the child. And the person she discussed with,
Yes.
you know, with a note, please, this is the child. You can have him. So it was like an offering
Yes.
to the lady. Then, if the lady, you know very well that this woman had no child before you dropped this baby, and this woman has taken, you know, all of her life, has spent her life on this child with the mind that, oh, God through this woman has given me a child. Then why would you come at the end of it, at the peak of life, when this woman has spent all she had, her resources, her love, everything, only for you to come back at the end of the day to say you want your child? It is wrong. Very, very, it is heartbroken. You know, that woman, such a woman is wicked, for Christ's sake.
Well, if we say moral rights to come back, it's a two-way thing. A situation whereby proper processes were followed and documentation for adoption. Most of the times when these processes are followed, it's always very, very difficult. It's always not possible even for whosoever dropped that child to get to know who the child is with. So on that ground, it will be very impossible for you to locate that child. But the one that maybe the baby was just thrown there and thrown on the ground and like, just, okay, if you want to have the child, have the child. Certainly, the mother's emotions and all that, times will go, things will have happened, and for one reason or the other, you see that maybe the mother wants to reconnect to the child again and all that. And that can happen when there are no proper processes. You understand? Because I also remember on that ground, because she was the one that dropped the child for you, or in a place where you can access the child. She knows you, okay, and you know her. And you get what I'm trying to say now. So based on that, she can have access to you. And at any point in time, she can come again and start asking questions and all that. That too does not still mean that she has a moral right to come, but now it's not going to be like an emotional right. Because she's originally the mother of the child, and somehow she has to find a way, having come to know that the child is alive, doing well, and growing up, and children, a cool doctor. If she hears, whose mother doesn't want to come back to a successful child? You know, based on that, you are sure that she will come back. But if it was a proper process of adoption, I bet you that woman will not know who adopted the child. That even if any issues comes up, you are sure that there are legal documents that will need to back you up to need the adoption, and then to be between the government and then the person that gave away the child.
You know, the Bible said that a man that is born of a woman has so many trouble. And the scripture also said that Jesus said, in this world you have trouble, but in me you have peace. Right? The Bible said, many are the righteous. Many afflictions are the righteous, but the Lord delivered them from them all. So what you need to do is let the person know, look, there's problem everywhere. All right? All you need to think on how to manage the problem. I think that should be the basic thing. So you begin to counsel the person on how to be able to manage whatever problem he's having. Not just, hooking yourself into the issue.
Yes.
And when you do that, that means you're causing more problem to the person that came to you. So all you just do, let the person know that, look, issues are there, but you should try as much as you could to see how you can manage the issue.
Well, this is quite unfortunate, but most times, when you hear people's problem, the first thing you do, you try to empathize, put yourself in the situation. Oh, if it were me, I will do this and I'll do this and I'll do that, But we ought to be very, very careful the way we give advice, so that at the end of the day, we don't find ourselves entangled in it. I think this woman came in to kind of pick words from her mouth. Oh, now that I'm pregnant, if I go to this woman, which means she will actually take care of my baby. So based on that, she worked on it, knowing fully well that she has no child. So we should be careful the kind of advice we give, so that we don't tie ourselves. Give an advice in such a way that you pull yourself out of it. Remove yourself. Don't begin to say, if I were the one, I will do this, I'll do this, and I'll do that.
Okay.
Don't make promises. Don't make the person feel you are all in.
Okay, that's actually a good one, because emotional and sentiments oftentimes don't make matters better. Okay, so that's why in wanting to make decisions or wanting to take steps, be sure that you are not guided by emotions or you are not guided by sentiments. Okay, so what would be counsel I would have given to that woman is, even though you need a child and even though you need one so badly, I don't think that approach was the best, because that approach could have also been what instigated the other lady to drop the baby, knowing fully well that you raise the child at any cost. And then at the back of her mind, to say, one day when the baby is raised, I'm going to come back for my baby. So that could have been the reason. So obviously, in such a scenario, the advice would be, don't put emotions. And then, for me, it would have been proper for that woman not to take that child. Yes, because as at that point in time, you can advise the lady to take the child to the welfare and everything, and you go and properly seek out for her. You can adopt the child to be better that way.
Your advice makes more sense, meaning if you've had an experience. Talking from personal experience makes more sense than giving an abstract illustrations. Like somebody said, which is true. I can't tell a woman that the child died that I understand how you feel, unless I have lost a child before I can say, I understand how you feel, because it's easier said than done. So that's this is so you can advise people as much as possible, let them know that the choice is theirs anyway. At the end of the day, you make the choice. I can encourage you, this may be good, it may be like this, but then at the end of the day, let him know or let her know that the final decision, you take responsibility for your decision. And don't blame me or commend me later. I'm only giving you illustrations so that you see other views, other possible views about that situation.
Like the story that we read, that it was like, with the advice she gave, that was what the lady
on which she brought the baby back.
It was not her fault. She just had to air what she knew, that she was only just advising. Please don't do this, don't do that one. So it was, for me, it wasn't her fault that the lady ended up bringing the baby back to her. And
somehow I also look at it that that is what God also wants for her. Because maybe she wouldn't have even lived as long as she lived if she was not with any child, seeing what happened to her. Maybe she would have died even before the sickness that she had. So all things work together for good. So if you, for me, I would advise, if for us not to enter into any kind of problem, just say your mind. Let the people understand what it is. If God wants, if God decides that the thing should reverse back to you, let God sweep it.
I would rather want to advise that the woman, that's the woman who took care of this child,
Yes.
should call both parties. If eventually the lady comes in, that the real mother comes in,
Yes.
the woman has the right to invite the son. Yeah, I know it's going to cause a lot of problem for her, definitely. Because she never expected. Initially, she just saw that the child is her child and that's all. And from her condition, if she says anything contrary to the real thing, she is going to die. So what she has to do is call both parties and let the boy know. Whether the boy knows or not, whether she says the truth or not, he will eventually die. So all you have to just tell the boy, look, I'm not your real mother. This is your real mother. I know it may not be too convenient for the boy. The boy may be scattered, but all the same, you have to tell the truth. Tell the boy, this is your real mother.
No, she should be able to tell her the truth. Nothing stops you. You're already on your dying bed. Nothing stops you. You know, the whites, they do it a lot. When they're dying, you see them call their people, oh please, this is this, take care of this. I just have a few months to go. You know, they are very honest about themselves. But when you come to the African country, we hide to the last. We don't want somebody to know, this disease I have is a terminal one. But she already knows. And for crying out loud, I think she ought to tell her, knowing fully well she's on her way out because of her illness. She's already dying. The best thing is, okay, thank God even your biological mother has come. So all you need to do is to merge the two. Don't it to be painful, but then the truth has to be told. For crying out loud.
The race against time. That is always the race that every one of us in this world have to run. The race against time. And for me, if I want to borrow from one of the statements that really inspired me in life is that you don't count the days, you make the days count. What you should do at that point in time is you would have to, since it's a race against time for her, she's dying. You know, she has a few times to leave, she needs to go, and the boy is there, the children. She actually has short time. She should be quick enough to start talking. Yeah, to start talking, tell the young man, see you, I've not really been your mother all this while. It will be quite challenging, but it's something she should do. And because this is a real matter now, she has to face it. Tell the child, tell the young man, I'm not originally your biological mother, I adopted you and all that. Let him know everything. So eventually when she exits, when she dies, that the boy has a knowledge and understanding of who he is, where he's coming from. And if he has any other person to face, he will have ready answers. He will have some level of confidence of who he is to know how to respond to life situation and to other people. So that's my take.
Well, I think in this case, because the issue has come up while she lives, or while she's alive, it's better she handles it while alive, because it may be more disturbing and more unforgiving on the part of the son if he finds out after the woman has left or died. So it has become an issue and it's going to be an issue. The
biological mother certainly has information about the child, where he is. Maybe in person, I would just say that it's one of the challenges of life. Success, they say, has many brothers. If that man, that's why I said the woman must have gotten some information. If he has not become somebody, the woman will look for him. It's because he knows that he has become somebody. That's why he's asking after him, or she's asking after him. So what should the woman do? Pick up courage. Well, for those of us that are Christians, we say prayerfully, and approach him, tell him the whole truth. This was how I came about you, and well, I don't think, or you may even ask him, I don't think I've done anything that has made you to think whether or not I'm your mother or biological mother. And of course, the answer is, well, most likely to be no. You have not done anything to make me feel otherwise. So, based on that, you tell him, then the decision on how to accept the new mother will become his own. But it's unlikely, naturally, it's unlikely that he will throw the woman away, abandon her because somebody came and said, I gave birth to you, because that's a question of giving birth, not really mothering the child. Okay? Yeah, this man gave me life, and he has given me everything I needed. He won't abandon him. And if anything, the man may not even want to see the so-called biological mother. But what I would do if I were the woman is to still encourage him. Okay, accept him as her as your biological mother. But I won't want to give him negative advice. Let him make a choice. Where truly she's your biological mother. This was how I became your mother. Or do I say social mother? I don't know if that word will be correct. But then this is how it came about. And let him make a choice on how to treat each person. That I'm positive that he's more likely to treat the mother he had known all along. It's like a mother I've known for 40 years. And now I'm now having a new mother at the age of 40. It's not, that's what I think about it.
The woman should handle it and call the young boy, call the man. He's already a man married with children. He should call him. He might react, but it's better she handles it now that the mother is calling and saying she wants to come, and instead of that one, she should prayerfully call the young man and explain to him. If the man is angry or shocked or whatever, it's just for a short period. After that one, it will all go. For me, I think that boy cannot take any other person as mother. The only mother he knows is the woman. So it will be wrong if she keeps it and dies with it, and then the young boy now comes to know that that woman was not the mother and is somebody else. She won't even accept. So the best thing is for her to handle it while she's still alive.
Well, my advice to us, each and every one of us as human beings, we should be kind, receptive to people, empathize with people as much as we can. But at the same time, while we are doing this, we should follow due process. Make sure we follow due process. This should serve as a lesson. You don't just see a child and you carry, because the future does not belong to you. You don't know what will happen in the next 20 years. And so we should learn, even as much as we help people, let's try as much as possible to follow due process, so that at the end of the day, we don't hurt ourselves in the process.
here today.